Hello students, today I am going to start a very important series of biochemistry. We will study biochemistry according to the Jkbose syllabus. What this series is going to be very important for those students who are going to appear in their Neet examination because you will find lots of questions from biochemistry. It is equally relevant for NET and MBBS studies as well. So let us start our first topic, the introduction to the biochemistry. So our first topic is introduction to biochemistry. The question arises, what is biochemistry? If you look at the word biochemistry itself, you will find that biochemistry is made up of two words, that is biology and chemistry. Biology is the science which deals with the study of living organism, and chemistry is the science which deals with the study of chemicals and their reactions. When we study chemistry in biological system, we come up with a new science known as biochemistry. So we can say that biochemistry is the chemistry of living being or chemical basis of life. If you know the biological system, you know that all living organisms are made up of cell, because cell is the fundamental unit of life. But in detail, we know that these cells are made up of protein, fats, nucleic acid, and some other biomolecules. These are chemical in nature, so these are basically chemicals. So we can say that the biochemistry is the study of life at molecular level. So we can define biochemistry as biochemistry is a branch of life science which deals with the study of biochemical reactions and processes occurring in living cells of organisms. Our next topic is scope of biochemistry. The scope of biochemistry is as wide as life itself. Biochemistry study the entire spectrum of life forms from viruses. In these days, we are studying about coronavirus to highest creature like human being. Biochemistry helps in the study of evolution of life. With the help of biochemistry, we are able to answer the basic question like how life originated billions of years ago, where first cell originate, what were the molecules involved in the evolution of life, and how a single cell organism like bacteria with the passage of time evolved into a multicellular organism like human being. Another branch of biochemistry is clinical biochemistry. We study the chemical basis of various diseases. You know that diseases are manifestation of abnormalities of molecules, chemical reactions or process. For example, take the example of thyroxine, a hormone produced by the thyroid gland. If the concentration of thyroxine is below your normal range, you will develop a clinical condition called goiter and hyperthyroidism. And if the concentration is higher than the normal range, you will develop hyperthyroidism. Clinical biochemistry finds its application in rational design of new drugs in pharmaceutical industry. Biochemistry is the language of biology because the research tools we are applying in these days are basically biochemical in nature. For example, in these days we are talking about RT-PCR, which is nothing. It is a chemical reactions, and your PCR, dot plot, ELISA, these are all biochemical in nature. So we can conclude that biochemistry is a language of biology. With the help of biochemistry, we can be able to understand the basic things of biology. Another field where we find the application of biochemistry is genetic engineering. Genetic engineering has application in field of medicine for the development of new therapies, in agriculture for the development of new varieties and enhancement of yield, and development of genetically modified organisms like Bt brinjal, Bt cotton, in animal farming and ecology and paleontology, etc. The genetic engineering is possible only because of biochemistry, because all the tools in the in the genetic engineering are basically biochemical in nature. The knowledge of these tools help us to modify the organism. Enhancement in biochemistry, enabling researchers to answer some of the exciting questions in biology. How life evolved on Earth about 4 billion years ago. How does a cell divide? How do essences work? Can we answer with the help of biochemistry? How a single molecule of DNA replicates to generate two identical copies of itself is only possible when Watson and Crick came with their model of DNA structure, and now we can be able to answer this question. How does immune system distinguish between self and non-self? Our body has a tendency to reject anything which is foreign to our body. This can be only we answer with the knowledge of biochemistry. Which molecule are involved in process like sleep, aggression, and various mood and emotions? What are the molecular mechanism of memory and behavior? And how does a fertilized egg give rise to cells as different as those in muscle, brain, and liver cell? You know that all the cells in multicellular organism are derived from a single cell, that is zygote, which is formed after the fertilization of sperm with the egg. And you know that muscle cells behave and function differently from brain and liver cells. How this difference arises is only we answer with the knowledge of biochemistry. So this is the end of our topic. Thanks for listening.